Hey guys, we're doing Tarot of the Week for water signs. So this is going to be from May 11th to the 18th. And this is going to be for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I have not been doing my Tarot of the Week the last couple of weeks because I've had a bit of a tarot's reading block. And it's a pretty common thing to have happen with tarot readers. Sometimes you just can't pick anything up from the cards. I had some kind of block going on where it's like I literally could not read anything. And it was really frustrating, but it's happened a bunch of times. But I could still do all the other metaphysical work that I do, which is Reiki, astrology stuff, meditation work, spell castings, all that stuff I was still able to do. It's just for some reason I could not read my cards. So with that being said, please make sure that you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and email me if you would like to set something up. If you go to my Facebook page, all the links are going to be down below in the description, but if you go to my Facebook page, that's where you can contact me specifically for services. There's a lot going on astrologically too, you guys. Pluto just went retrograde. We just had a full moon in Scorpio. Ooh, big stuff, especially with Pluto being Scorpio's ruling planet. So if you're a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, you are definitely going to be feeling the effects like I have been. It was like something big's changing, something big's happening. Which can also have a lot to do with why I wasn't able to read my cards. I had to regroup myself and really take time to do other work on me. And another thing, Saturn just went retrograde today too. And we have 3 planets going retrograde this week. So this is actually going to be a very important week for everybody, especially Scorpios and other water signs, you guys that are watching, to really relax and recharge this week. Don't start anything new this week. Really just regroup yourself, recharge yourself, do a lot of meditating, cleansings. All that stuff is very important this week. Resting, napping, taking a bath, spirit work, lighting some candles, all that. Very important to do this week because all these planets going into retrograde. That'll probably be in a separate video. I may or may not do on YouTube. If it's not on YouTube, it'll be on my Instagram. That's why it's important to follow me on there, you guys. With that being said, in the timestamps are going to be pinned down below in the comment section. Remember, this is for Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces, water signs only for this video. So, that being said, if you are a Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer, this is going to be for you. I'm going to be using my OG deck today, and I feel like I really want to use my Rider Tarot. So I'm going to pull these guys out also to clarify with. And I have my Starseed Oracle deck too that we'll probably use in the end as a collective, or maybe I'll just do it for each sign that I do. We're going to start with Cancer. So we're going to see what's going on with Cancer this week. So, I'm going to use the OG deck. So, from May 11th to May 18th, what is going on with Cancers? Before I did this reading too, I was just shuffling the cards and 3 of Pentacles came out. So that was a good sign. It was just saying basically for me that the work that I'm doing is being watched and admired and people appreciate it, even though I may not be getting what I expect from out of it. I'm being seen and heard, which is like something I need to know. And but there's definitely room for improvement. So I was like, okay, I got that. And I wasn't even asking anything. It just kind of came out before I did this video, and it's kind of funny. I don't mean to like stop the reading, but it's just kind of funny that they came out because I just haven't done the readings in so long. So I've been like, ugh, how long is this tarot block gonna be for? Because this was a long one for me, honestly. I think this is like the longest time I've gone without reading my cards. I started getting to the point, I was like, damn, I really, like, did I just forget how to read fucking tarot? Like, do I just not understand how to read the cards now? What the hell is wrong with me? But no, that's not the case. I'm just very frustrated with myself. Being a Scorpio and a sign of extremes, it's like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, alright. What's going on with Cancer? What's going on with Cancers for this week? What's going on with Cancers? Cancer Sun, Moon Rising from May 11th to May 18th. This guy just flew right out. King of Swords. Ooh. So, King of Swords is a lot of mental work, a lot of mental stuff going on. You guys are kind of in your head. Feeling neglected when it comes to the nurturing side this week. You guys are just full of, you're really neglecting your nurturing side this week, Cancer. You're really stuck with like a lot of mental energy going on, a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas. You're kind of pushing aside your emotional side of thinking and creating. And I really think that's because this week with the Ace of Swords, it's preparing you for something new to be happening. So I really think, like I was saying, very important to recharge this week. And I think Cancers, you guys are definitely going to be really sitting a lot in your thoughts and using it more as like not getting overwhelmed and wrapped up with like the emotional side of things, because I think you're kind of put your emotions to the side this week. You're not really thinking with how you feel. In a sense, you're being really more directed with this air energy, and that can have a lot to do with being affected by Saturn being Aquarius retrograde. There's a lot of air energy going on, and Cancer's really clinging onto the air energy, and lots of thoughts, ideas going on this week. Remember the Ace of Swords, so you definitely have a new beginning happening. You have a new way of how your thoughts process happening this week. And you're definitely letting in room for like a lot of new things to be going on. And that can really be, what am I getting? I'm picking up something. I'm just gonna cut. Yep. You're leaving old ways behind you. You're doing a lot of work with like leaving old patterns, old ways of reacting to stuff. You're leaving that behind you. With 8 of Wands. You're really moving in this, you're moving in this new direction. A lot of fast downloads, a lot of stuff is going to be happening. So this week may feel like going by quick because of I feel like you're having a lot of stuff happening to you. I really just feel like you're moving on to something new. You're letting go and you're ready to move into this new direction in your life. That's really what's happening to Cancers this week. And you're having this new way of how you think about stuff, and it's happening at a rapid pace for you. So this week's going to be kind of really fast, but it's also going to be, I don't want to say uplifting, but for Cancer it's going to be a very like monumental kind of sense of like okay, you're gonna, I just feel like Cancer's really gonna have this big like, God, what's the word? It's like an epiphany. That's it. You're gonna have some kind of epiphany this week, Cancer. And it's really gonna have a lot to do with the fact that you're using more of your logic and less of your intuition. For some reason, it's like you're dropping, not your intuition, but you're dropping your like emotional side of things. And I feel like there's this growth. It's like you're literally leveling up. There's some kind of like, oh wow, okay, you're gonna have some kind of epiphany this week, Cancer. And it's like you're leaving these old thoughts and patterns behind. And this can even be a person that just doesn't sit right with you anymore. And it's like you're leaving this person behind. You may be even moving on to somebody, not somebody else, but you may be leaving someone else because you're making more room for you at this point. I think you're mentally, like, you've emotionally left this person, and now it's like you're in this new mental state of like living a new life without this person. And this could be a partner or even a friend or a family member, somebody that was close to you, but I'm getting that also. I just feel like a lot of things are happening at a rapid pace for you. Let's pull out an oracle card. I think I want to do that. So it's the Starseed Oracle. So what I'm going to do is shuffle these, and then I'm going to look into this book and see what it has to say with whatever card that you guys do get. So I'm going to focus on Cancers. It's a message Cancers need to know for this week. Ooh, I have never seen this one actually. You guys have Earth pulsing. That's the back of the card. Pulse of Mother. Slow down. Time in nature. Yeah, see? Just like I said. Gotta slow down this week. Let's see. Earth pulsing, page 58. Alright, so place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. You can do this pretending you're placing this onto you. So hold it here. And this is what you're going to say to yourself. I surrender to the pulse of the mother. May my heart beat in unison with her. Mother as in Mother Earth. So this really means a mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself has a rhythm. You can see it in the seasons and her tides in the world of artificial lighting. Long working hours and modern conveniences, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with nature and surrender to the pulse of Earth. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. Today, many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Somewhere along the way, severing happened, a moment when it became too painful to connect or to stay connected. We feel unsupported and as if we don't belong. We look to the other people and the external world to fill the void of the connection, holding, and belonging once given to us by the earth. Taking, clutching, conquering, longing for others to receive us fully as Mother once did, forgetting that she's still here waiting for us to remember and activate the part of us longs to receive her embrace. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted and she opens and receives you more fully. You're able to drink from her sweet waters and release what no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all the things on the planet. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I can relate to this big time too. So definitely really reconnect also with Earth this week, because by doing that, you'll reconnect with yourself. Because everything is connected. So all in all, Cancer, things are happening at a rapid pace with this like shift of like a mindset, and you're going to have some kind of epiphany this week. And you may even be leaving either your old self behind or a person close to you, or just old thought patterns that just don't work with you anymore, in a sense of not being overly emotional and more of like, there's just something new that's happening this week, and you'll see what it is. Cancers are the most receptive too, so I'm sure when you guys are watching this, you're like, oh, I can feel that happening. All right, now we're gonna do Scorpios. So let's see what's going on with Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. Woo! As I drop my cards. Alright. So Scorpios for May 11th to May 18th. What's going on with Scorpios this week? Scorpios this week. Seven of Wands. I don't like sevens. Sevens are like at the lowest. when you do the... Okay, anyways. 7s are not great to have. But before I get into this, alright, this came out twice actually. So we have the Temperance. So, yeah, Scorpios, it seems like Scorpios are feeling discouraged this week. And what we need to do is come to peace of mind because we're so scatterbrained. I feel like for this week, there's so much going on, and Scorpio's just being a fixed water sign. We're just like, we know how we are, okay? This week, it's like we feel very scattered all over the place, misunderstood, just, you know, all this stuff. And Temperance kind of stepping in and saying, when we stop feeling like that, we gotta come to a balance and come to peace of mind. So this is a really good week, again, to recharge and recoup everything going on. What else do we need to know? What else does Scorpio need to know for this week? Oh, okay. Nine of Swords. Oof. Lots of anxiety this week. Oh my god. Queen of Cups. So, this week is really about, for Scorpios, I mean, we have these 2 cards, which are not so great, right? Because this is just saying, like, scatterbrained, all over the place. A lot of anxiety. But then we have these 2 cards stepping in, saying, finding peace of mind. Use your intuition. Use your gifts. Use that to get into your creative side of things. You can feel scatterbrained, but once that starts happening, find that balance, Scorpio. We're signs of extremes. We can go from one to another, you know. So when we start feeling that in that place, come to do what it is that makes you feel good, Scorpio. Whether that's meditating, smoking a joint, playing music, whatever it is that where you get your therapy from to feel more at ease and connected, do that. That's gonna be happening a lot this week. That's what this week is gonna be all about. We're gonna be going from one to the other to feeling balanced. That's what's gonna be going on this week. And there's gonna be a lot of mental anxieties, stresses, all that stuff going on. But we gotta remember, use that when you start feeling like that. Just remember, it's like everything can be healed. Not everything lasts forever, and we know that. We embrace death. So use this Queen of Cups. I mean, it's ruled by a water sign like us. So really tap back into, like, once you start feeling like that, don't block it off, but feel through it, but don't hold on to it. And use that for something you can create. Out of, like, all the crappy things, you can create good things out of it. It's just, you gotta be your biggest motivation. You do. Maybe if you even go on YouTube or TikTok or whatever it is, and try and find some, like, videos that inspire you to do something new or creative this week also. It's gonna be an important thing to do. It's gonna help, like, recharge your batteries. I'm getting that big time, especially for me. I'm gonna pull a card to clarify what's going on with Scorpio this week. Knight of Swords. Yeah, so there's like this new mental energy. There's a lot going on. It's kind of affecting us mentally, and we need to really just come to a place of finding a balance in us and just really recharging our batteries and recuperating, because there is a lot going on astrologically, and this week we need to really just chill out, because next week and a lot of stuff coming up, that's when we're going to need to take this action. I don't really know why this came in. I mean, it came in to clarify for this week, but it's really, this was just more clarifying, saying, like, you need to relax and recharge, because there's going to be stuff that you're going to have to take energy on coming up. Finish up any type of projects you've neglected to, Scorpio. Anything you've kind of neglected and put to the side. That's important to do. Now we're going to pull an oracle card for the Scorpios. And let's see what's a hidden message. What is a message Scorpios need to hear for this week? I love the way these cards feel. They're so, like, smooth. Alright. Scorpio message. Some things are stuck together. Well, they could be stuck. It just started raining. Can you guys hear that? It's raining. Alright, so this is pretty dope. We got, can't read backwards. Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Really trust in the process. That's what I'm getting big. That's what I was trying to say too with these cards. It's like I get the mental download and I'm like, but like my mouth can't communicate it right. But that's okay because I'm pretty sure a lot of Scorpios are dealing with that right now. But guess what? Pluto, one of our ruling planets, is retrograde, teaching us because it's in the house of our communication. So that's what we're going to be learning up until October. How to communicate. Yes, that's what's going on, Scorpios. So, Star Brothers. Let's see what it has to say in the book. Page 106. You hear that rain? It's pouring outside. Alright, so how can you open yourself up to receiving more support? Scorpio, how often do we really ask ourselves this question too? Like, let's be real. We don't have all the answers. Sometimes we need to go to other people to ask for help. It's true. Yes, it's okay to open up sometimes. You don't have to keep everything to yourself, Scorpio. I'm telling this to my damn self too because I know how we are. So it says, you're more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now, Scorpio, from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you are connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. Wow. Wow. I know if you're a Scorpio and you're listening to this, you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? We've learned that we need to let go at life. Oh, hold on. We've learned that we need to go at life alone. That's not safe to let our guard down and open and our heart open. I'm like reading it too fast where I can't like. My bad. The world isn't a friendly place. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, even if you're going through a difficult time. They want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call in your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and to learn to open your heart, especially when wow, I'm reading so fast. When it most wants to harden. I'm reading fast with my eyes and my mouth is like on a 5-second delay. I meant to say ups and downs, not up and downs. But, so yeah, basically, Scorpio, chill out this week. Be a little bit more vulnerable than you usually are. Let your anxieties free. Express them to somebody. Or even, you know, just be more vulnerable with your feelings. Let go of them. And trust this process that's happening. We don't always need to know what's going to happen next. We just need to trust the process and have faith that everything is going to work out. Because it is. Alright, moving on to Pisces. I'm going to see what's going on with Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising for this month. For this week from May 11th to May 18th. What's going on with Pisces? Ooh. Pisces is feeling stuck. Mentally stuck. What's going on with Pisces? Oh. Pisces is feeling stuck. Maybe you feel like you're being naive about something, so you're afraid to take the next step because you feel like you're being too naive about it. 2 of Cups. Maybe you feel stuck or feel like you're being too naive with somebody close to you. Not a betrayal with this person. There's someone close to you this week where it's like you feel like they're just not getting where you're coming from, and they kind of see you as the fool. Pisces, this is you just feel really stuck mentally, like, and this person isn't really, you feel like they're seeing you as the fool, as somebody foolish, naive, can't be taken serious. That's what I'm getting this week. What else is going on? See, my 2 other readings weren't really a story. I'm getting a story with you guys. What else is going on with Pisces? Ace of Staffs or Wands. Yeah, this person doesn't take you serious, but there is stuff, a new beginnings to look forward to also. And I feel like you guys are also going to be doing a lot of meditating this week. Big time. You guys are doing so, like, this week, Pisces, one thing that's going on is this right here. Or for some reason you feel like your partner, you feel stuck with them because you just think that they don't take you serious and they perceive you as the fool. But, I mean, Pisces, we already know you guys are very, not foolish, but very, like, out of the box and creative and very, like, free but emotional at the same time. I'm trying to think of a way to describe you guys, like, as if you're the fool. I mean, this is a positive card, but you're taking it, you feel more as, like, you feel the positive ways of the fool, like, let's give this a chance, let's try this thing out, let's do this. Also being very creative, open to new things, ready to present somebody with something and receive the same. And, you know, you're very optimistic about life, but for some reason you're feeling stuck because you think they're perceiving you as just naive. Maybe this person really does just see you as naive versus all the other things that come into being the fool, which is being giving and receptive and creative and just great. But another thing is too, you have the Ace of Wands. You're planting something in the ground. Planting something in the ground this week to have happen. And you're doing that by manifesting and creating this thing this week. So you're really taking full advantage. I mean, you have this thing going on, but you're also taking full advantage of this 4 of Swords and manifesting and creating this seed that you're planting in the ground. That's what I'm getting. So that's pretty dope. Let's clarify though. Ooh. Page of Cups reversed. So, I don't like that as a clarification. I'm going to re-clarify the clarify. I'm not even going to read that card. I'm putting this back in the deck. If it comes out again, then okay. But I'm going to clarify again with Pisces. With them this week. And Swords. So basically, there's a lot of mental energy going on this week. And that's where you're coming from, the feeling of being stuck and misperceived. And there's a lack of communication because of a lot of air energy going on. And you're water, you're Pisces, you're a watery, emotional fish. You're not a logical being, you're an emotional being. You go off of your emotions and your intuition and you create. And that's what you're going to do this week. But I feel like you're feeling overstimulated by just what's going on with the planet alignment in the world. And it's very, very difficult for you guys. You're very sensitive to that. But I really feel like if you focus on this Four of Swords and manifest planting this Ace of Wands in the ground, I mean, these two cards are great. If you really focus on that, you have a lot to look forward to. It's just this is the grounding work time. And I think you know that too, Pisces. So that's really what's going on with you guys this week. But let's pull an oracle card also. And then that'll be it for the water signs. Let's focus on Pisces. What is the message that Pisces need to hear for this week? What is the sign for Pisces need to hear? Water your garden, Pisces. Water your garden. So yeah, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Another card that's saying what we all should be doing as water signs is resting. And that's what I'm manifesting. That Four of Swords is coming in from. So 120, let's see. What is your body yearning for, Pisces? Earth is a seasonal planet, and as such, you're a seasonal being. You can't be on and in full bloom month after month, day after day. You're strongly being called to put on your brakes and rest and refuel, to take and restock and replenish and slow right on down, Pisces. Your body is the only body you're given, and it needs to be respected as such. You're being called to take responsibility for your well-being, to put your health and body first. I know it can feel like time is running out, and as if there are urgent things that simply can't wait. However, if you keep pushing on, soon fatigue will set in. This way of living isn't sustainable. If anyone continues to race through life, eventually they will reach exhaustion, and it can take longer to recover than it would have done to rest. Immune system disorders and mystery illnesses are becoming more common. Because we're putting too much pressure on our bodies to keep up with the instantaneous pace of modern life. How are you being called to put on the brakes, Pisces, this week? To rest, restore, and rejuvenate? When was the last time you took a holiday or had a full weekend, day, or afternoon off? Look after your precious body and mind. Give yourself time enough to recover. When you find yourself running on the reserves, there is enough time. Life will bend toward you when you do. So, all in all, for all water signs, our biggest thing is really a lot of mental downloads are happening this week. There's a lot of air energy for all of us, and we really need to rest, recuperate, manifest, and create the life we do want to have. And by doing that, some of us have to take certain steps, like being more vulnerable, or really just manifesting and being alone. And some of us may have to just leave a certain person or even an old version of ourselves behind. And that's really being like implemented big time with Pluto being retrograde too. So there's that also. So please contact me in the description listed below. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, or my email for personal readings and other services that I do provide. And please make sure that you also follow me and like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Alright guys, once again, I am Scorpion Goddess, and I hope you guys have a great week and rest. Bye.